Hi everybody, this is Kim Allen over at Sincerely Sublime Designs, and I thought I'd pop in today to show you a card that I was making for my niece. She just graduated from nursing school at ECU and got a job in the NICU over at UNC. So I have to say I'm very excited to have her as a Tar Heel. Since all of my boys seem to be more along the lines of NC State Wolfpack fans, and since that's where my senior is going next year, I have to get excited about her going to Carolina in the NICU. But first I wanted to show you a class that I'm offering right now. It uses the same set that I'm going to use this morning. It uses the Well Suited series, designer series paper, and the Handsomely Suited stamp set, and the Suit and Tie dies. I think it's a really great set for masculine cards. You can see these are some of the ones that you are going to get to make if you purchase this class. I will put a link to the information in the comment section so that if you're interested in reading more about it, you can get that information. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I love that designer series paper. It is great to go along with masculine cards. So the card I'm making this morning is one that you've probably seen. It uses the Suit and Tie dies, which are, they make great little handsome suits. I've seen tuxedos made with it. All kinds of little dress shirts for guys. I guess you could even make a polo shirt with it if you wanted to. But the one that I've seen made that I really like are the ones that are made with this made into scrubs. So that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I'm gonna start with Balmy Blue because that is the color of UNC. And so I'm assuming her scrubs will be Carolina Blue. And I'm just gonna take this little white piece and just glue it up here so that when I glue down my other piece, it's gonna look like the shirt kind of underneath the scrubs. So what I did next was I took a layer of Balmy Blue, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and this is gonna be my layer that's gonna go over top of the card. And I used this die, this little V, and I just ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and cut out the V that's gonna be at the neck. So then I'm just gonna take my seal and glue that right down as my layer, that layer that's supposed to look like scrubs. So there we go, that's the first step. The next thing, now I really like these pieces because I think they could be used for almost anything. It's just this die that is a stitched long rectangle. I think there's also one that's very similar to it in the women's dressed up dies that has the lipstick and heel and all that, but this one's a little bit thicker. I'm gonna use this right at the collar. So I'm gonna actually take just 2 pieces of it and I'm gonna put seal on the back and just kind of overlap that right there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with another piece. Actually, maybe I need a little bit more seal. And I'm gonna put that right there. And then what I've got is the top of the scrubs. And I'm just gonna take my scissors, my snips, and I'm just gonna cut from the back. I'm just gonna line it right up with the edge of the card and snip off those pieces so that I've got the top of the card. And then I'm just gonna take the little pocket. It's one of the dies that's in there also. And I am going to put some seal behind that and pop it down. Really simple. The dies pretty much do all the work for that. You can see there's absolutely no stamping so far. So the next thing I've seen is the stethoscope. And I'm sure there is a really cool way that you can make the neck part that goes with the stethoscope, but I'm gonna show you what I did. I just used the Layering Circles dies to cut out 2 circles, and I am going to just put those together to look like the stethoscope. I used basic black and smoky slate. And then I'm actually gonna use a dimensional to pop it up. And I like the little heart that's in, I think it's Warm Wraps dies. I use the heart in there a lot and the star in there a lot. And so I'm just gonna take my seal and put my heart right in the middle of my stethoscope, just to give it a little bit of color. Now, I am sure there is a great way to make this piece. I just fussy cut it because that's what's simple and easy. So I just kind of cut a piece and I'm just gonna stick it down right behind there, bring it up so it looks like it's hanging. And then I'm gonna flip it over on the back and trim it off. And you know, if you wanted to, I realize I've got that layer there from I might just take this. You can see my mistake. I'm just gonna cut it to equal, to kind of line it up with that layer, just so it looks a little more polished. And I'll do the same thing right there. There's always a way to fix a mistake, right? So there you go, you've got that. Now, what I did was I took this little banner here and I used the You Are Amazing stamp set. This one is available only through the end of June. So if you want this one, this is one that you should get soon. It's great though. I love that it's got this little congrats. It's perfect. It fits right into a 1/2 inch banner. I also like this You Are Amazing. And I feel like the Hip Hip Hooray, 3 Cheers for You is probably another option that could go in the center. Today I'm just gonna use the congrats and the You Are Amazing. I used the banner Pick-a-Punch just to put the banner on the end of that. And you just heard the doorbell ring. I think that is actually a Stampin' Up delivery from the UPS guy with new catalog goodies in it. So I think I'm just gonna place that right there. And then I'm gonna take my scissors and do the same thing. I'm just gonna trim off the back again. And that gives me my little scrubs card. Now, what I'm gonna do on the inside, because I'm gonna give her a gift card, I'm gonna open it up and I've got a white layer that I'm gonna add, and I've stamped You Are Amazing from that same stamp set. I'm just gonna add some seal to the back of it and place that right on the inside. Now I'm gonna make a little pocket because I want to have something to stick the gift card in. So I'm just gonna take this little blue piece. It is probably by about 2 inches, I would think maybe 1.5 inches. And I'm just gonna add some seal on the sides, as close to the sides as I possibly can get it. And then I'm gonna put some across the bottom so that it makes that pocket for my gift card. And I am just gonna glue that right down on top of that white. And then I'm gonna take another rectangle and I'm gonna make a little edge for that pocket. So I'm just gonna put some seal right across the back of that and stick it right to the top of my pocket. There we go. And then I can just take my scissors and trim it even with the white. And trim that side even. So I've got that cute little pocket. I can write my message right there and then just take the gift card and stick it right in there so that when she opens it up, she's got her gift card to go along with the scrubs card. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make one of these. There have been so many out there online. I wish I could give credit to the person that I've seen make it, but there have been so many made that I've just kind of picked little pieces of different ones that I've seen and just kind of went with it. So you can look up scrubs with well-suited DSP or with the suit and ties dies, and you will see lots of different ways to make the same exact card. So I've enjoyed being with you today. I will post the information for the card class again if anybody's interested. And if you've got any questions, you can contact me and let me know. I hope you have a great day.